Okay. Oh yeah, and I've got to mute yours too. It's alright.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Shit. Look, you and I'm 44% English. You and I are more used to making tracks out of abandoned airfields than we are. Oh, now I'm hearing myself. Jesus. You're right. Yes. We better get into it. It's alright. We're gonna be in with about 6 minutes to go in quali, so we should be good. Yep. Did we skip the hot lap, Bob, you reckon, and just go straight in? We could do the hot lap, yeah. Okay. Wow. Two good men. Three good men. Is that this weekend? I'd love to. Could I stream that? Just keep it. Just get the hours up. No, maybe. I go. Yep. Which is strange because the Portuguese footballers Louis Figo, but anyway, we won't go there. I'm hearing my voice back, Bob. I don't know whether that's just going to come through the stream or not, but anyway, we're just about to get underway. Just through my earpiece thing, so I don't know whether that might not come through the stream, but Mine's not working at all, so I don't know what's going on. I'm F5 and everything. Are you right to go on air, Bob? You sure are, right? That's what I'm looking at here. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's round 5 of this championship, KRL season number 4, coming to you live from the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari in the north of Italy, as I welcome my co-commentator. We've come in right on qualifying, and I'm hearing my voice in the background there, but anyway, it's not coming through on the stream, which is the most important thing. Bob Hoskins, welcome to you. Ah, yes. Well, certainly is. We might be able to get that stream. Have a look at this, Bob. A bit of multi-view, if you don't mind, up here in the top right-hand corner. And beautiful looking here tonight. We've got it all covered here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of having it covered, the German rifle didn't fire a shot last week, Bob, but he is back this week looking very pacey indeed with a 144.195. That is going to be tough to beat in the next 2 minutes. There we have it, great stuff. Let me know if that's big enough for you, Nigerian Prince. The screen, I mean. That could go south very quickly. But 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. The German rifle on P1. Wilco, our championship leader. Speaking of the championship, let's take a look. And you have been disconnected. We'll get rid of that for the time being until you're back online. And Voodoo Likes personally says, I do like it a bit bigger. And but we'll just leave it there. Auschwitz in third. Very close indeed. I'm hearing myself in the background there, but we'll take a look at the championship points. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Season 4 standings. Wilco having a ripping time last week. And you can see 103, Cloquet on 81, then it's Sidorg 72, the German rifle missing out at Spa, of course, well down the field, along with Sidorg as well. So at his championship taking a hit, the rest of them on your screen as we take a look at those results from last week. Like I mentioned, at the Spa circuit, 29 laps, it was Wilco taking it ahead of Cloquet and Figo. That's right, Figo, not Figo. It's Figo, ladies and gentlemen. We were corrected before we come on air tonight. Can't do the Taswegian in fourth. Sidorg in fifth, having a Scheisenhausen run, along with Vibesy and Craigo. Disco Stu, Kilroy, Nemo, and the rest of them. The German rifle down there in 14th position, as you can see, losing 13 spots off the start. And we didn't want to see the hot lap, did we, ladies and gentlemen? But Bob, how are you going reconnecting there, my boy? Because we've got less than a minute to go in qualifying, and Gavea, the German, still the man to catch. That's all right. We'll let you do that. And Bob, I am no longer hearing myself coming through there, so that is fantastic. Oh, and now I am again. Anyway, how good is this? But we'll get Bob back online. Let's see what Bob's doing at the moment. We're just waiting for Bob. And that is... that... Yep. So settings. Audio mix. And what are we clicking here again? Please, how good is this? Well, I don't know where we're at here. To say, I don't know how to do that. Nigerian Prince, if you are with us, jump in and give us a hand, because that is the end of qualifying.
Okay, I'm here. What you need to do is you've got you've got your mixer with the audio bars.
Yep.
Yeah, right click on that and go to properties, and you'll have listed as all the, different tracks, and you'll be able to change the monitor output in there as well, which is what Bob's referring to.
Yeah, it's just got, so properties for Discord. Oh, hang on, wait.
Is it the audio coming through from Bob's stream?
I think it.
It's
It's real, like it's crystal clear. So I talk, and then like 5 seconds later, it's coming through. Yeah.
yeah. So mute
Maybe
is
just.
YouTube stream, and
So I'm hearing everyone twice. So advanced audio properties. But then won't they get rid of you though through Discord?
Have you muted the stream on YouTube first though?
Yeah,
'Cause if
it's
you haven't
mute.
So it's muted on there, but it's still coming through. Okay. Right click on the desktop one, because that'd be where the audio is coming through.
But I've got that
Yes.
muted though.
You've seen what the fuck? So it's coming through a different channel then. What audio slider goes off when it happens?
It's not coming through on. It's coming through desktop, but it's muted. It's really weird. Unless I just
Click the settings cog.
Settings cog. Yep.
And you should have audio monitoring. There should be a top section called audio monitoring. You've got name, status, volume,
Yep.
mono balance, audio monitoring. Just make sure they're all monitor off.
Monitor off. Yep, they're all done.
Yeah.
I think that's what Bob was referring to. Yep.
Yeah, that's what Bob was talking about. So that might be the case as to why it was doubling up audio. It wasn't doubling up through the stream. I think it's just doubling up for you.
So it's not PS5 audio. It must be coming. It's really. This is doing my head in. Sorry if anyone can hear this at home. It's like as I'm talking, it's me again. Like, but from like 10 seconds ago. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Commentator info chat. I'm in there now. Sorry if everyone's at home watching, thinking, what's going on? It's not the audio from YouTube.
The audio from YouTube's muted, but it's still coming through to you. So
Yeah,
like I
Sidol
can
hear it
confirm it's not coming through on the stream. It seems to be something that's localized to you. So you haven't got your stream open anywhere? Like you've 100% got any YouTube stream at all?
Yeah,
that's muted?
I'm just gonna get rid of Star. I know we're counting down. remove.
We'll go.
So that's fine now. It's gone.
And that was removing Bob's stream.
Yep. So it's Bob's stream's gone. I'm sweating up like a. I don't want to give you the visual, but I'm sweating up like. That's all right. We'll focus on that over the weekend. But we've got 10 seconds to go, Bob. 10 seconds. Bob is still there, and we are ready to go. Is this a long formation lap? And we've got some things to talk about too, ladies and gentlemen, so don't... Oh, I Relicky Master Race, first time chatter, and Voodoo, tell him what he needs to do, please. It's all right, we've lost Voodoo, but I can tell you that please follow this, the Twitch channel. I tell you what a night we're having, folks. But don't go anywhere because we've got the race coming up. In fact, we're going to go to a short message from our sponsors, which we don't have any of, but it's going to be an intro, the famous Andrelli KRL intro, and then we'll be back for the big one right after this. Stay with us.
Okay, well, you've got a bit of a break here. My assumption is because we've routed your audio, there's some kind of conflict adding Bob's stream in. It's somehow getting through to you when it should. So I think there's just something we might need to play around with it. And you can play around with it at any time. You just find any YouTube video, play a YouTube video and add it in while it's on the PlayStation and see if you get that same feedback.
Yep.
And if you do, then sit down and try and figure something out. But yeah, I've got a higher chance it's down to the way that we've routed the audio. It's somehow bypassing it and finding its way through somewhere.
Cool. No, I think that's what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a technical problem, but it's nothing that we can sort out quickly, so...
No, it's one of those ones where I can't, I mean, it's just impossible because I'm talking and then hearing myself. Hang on.
Are you still hearing yourself?
Not anymore. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming up to the Variante Alta, I think that's what it's called, here at Imola for round 5 of this championship. We've solved our audio problems, which is absolutely fantastic. And now we are just about ready to go. It's the German rifle up the front with Cloquet. Let's get this show on the road. That is from V is for Voodoo. And if you're watching this and you haven't followed, please do so. We're still on the way, Prince, to the 125 milestone PRT podium racing team. Please follow the page, give me money so I don't have to work anymore, but we're almost ready to go, Bob. Can you hear me, Bob? Loud. There we go. So, yep, got the audio happening now, and we are almost ready to go. 45 minutes of racing will begin very, very shortly. In fact, it's about to begin right now. Come on, get on with it.
Green light, green light.
Green! Go for round 5 of this championship. And it's a drag race. We've got 18 drivers streaming down into the Tamburello chicane. And he got a better start than last week. The German rifle Gavea is in first, Cloquet second. We've got some action at the back. Auschwitz right up there as well. And let's go, boys. There's PRT podium looking for his brothers, Gavea and the other chap there, Auschwitz, doing very well indeed. Vibesy as well, and the timing screens are up the Scheisenhausen, Bob. Have we got some action further down the field? And Voodoo talking about bouncing up and down on sausages. He's just a little bit excited tonight over there in South Australia. Championship leader though, Bob, down to 4th on lap 1. Get the lights on, nobody home. This race will finish in the dark, Bob. That's right, no sun to speak of, as Viper, is that our new man, or Disco Stu I should say, there in 10th. And then it's Viper in P11. Is that our new man, Bob? I think it is. More the merrier, as Gavea, the German rifle, leads. And then way down in 17th, we've got Vintage Racer 1967 back this week. And then it's Sideways Polka rounding out your field. And don't forget about those two blokes in 19th and 20th. They're no good, are they, Bob? As the German rifle and Cloquet breaking away here at the front of this pack. And Gavea, German, is firing the rifle early today. And Wings AU, let's go Wilco and Cloquet, wasting no time, Wings, in nailing your colours to the mast here on lap 1 of this race. I had some notes, Bob, about this one, which I can't access at the moment because we're having a shithouse time of it now. But it is Gavea, the German rifle, I wouldn't say comfortable, but in the lead on lap 1. There we go, Figo. Naughty, naughty, Bob. $2 for the end of season trip over to Perth, and get on the Bears side, or right up behind Fee Fire Far Fee Fi Fo Fum. I smell a move coming here on Figo from Side Org. He's right up behind him, and now, Bob, this is going to be interesting because we've got this long run, don't we, down to turn 1. There used to be a chicane in there many, many years ago. And before that, I think it was another chicane, wasn't it, where Barrichello went off a long time ago. Side Org, though, not getting through on this occasion. Left, right, left again through the Tamburello chicane. And you can see now, not too many places to pass right here. Sooner rather than later. Don't forget, if you are watching and you think this is pretty good, we think you're pretty good too. And don't forget to follow this channel. We are trying to get to 125 followers. That is the target set by the Nigerian Prince, and he means business. As I've got to say, this man means business too, as Gavea. I'm sweating my ass off here, Bob. It's incredible. Let me just get this fan here on me, directing that cool air. And speakers like the Gen 3, the boys in the Gen 3 up at Newcastle just heating up there in the cockpit, Bob. But lap 2 of this race, it is Gavea with, well, I wouldn't say comfortable, but 1.8 second lead over Cloquet. Oh, Auschwitz has Wilco for company. This is going to be interesting. It all comes down to a good run out of this final corner coming up, doesn't it, Bob, if you're going to make a move on the main straight. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Wings wants me to get the dry ice going. Van Gisbergen style. Could get in trouble for that PRT podium. Great close racing. Please follow if you haven't already. 3. Getting the biscuits done there. What a move on, who was it? Mayo, I think. On that, or is it Vibesy? Vibesy. Well, there you have it. Very close battles, ladies and gentlemen. It is close, and it's only going to get closer. And a good start. Vintage Racer Bob was well down the field, wasn't he, down there with Sideways, and now he's up to 13th and looking for a bit of a sniff at 12th, 11th, 10th, and so on. It is very close. German Rifle up front, Gavea, having a better week than he did last week at Spa. 2.1 seconds that gap, but behind him, Bob, it is very close, isn't it? Well, you can see it there on your screen. Thank you, Bob. Well spotted. And Dask and Disco Stew having their own little battle here. And you can see that he's getting a Vintage Racer. There's nothing vintage about this man because he is close. Is he going to do it again, Bob? Right up behind Dask as we come out of the final corner. Onto the main straight. He's going to get a bit of a toe there. Dask cutting through the air. That's going to make it easier for Vintage, I reckon, as he comes down to turn 1. Will we see a repeat, an action replay, Bob, from what he did on Vibesy? No, he can't, can he? Down the inside. Brilliant move. Clean and brilliant as well, Bob. Ajax, hello to you, redeeming those precious kit coins. Vintage Racer is working his way through the field like a hot knife through a butter, and you can see it is hot up here in the commentary box too. Now he's off in pursuit of Disco Stew. Figo, 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 come in over, don't you dare say that other word. And side organ, Figo now, look at this side by side. At the top of the hill, how are we, gents? Imola treating us this evening very well. And brilliant. Brilliant move there. What racing we're seeing here. Ajax Spray and Wipe joining us with 36 minutes remaining in this race. Only a shorter race tonight, of course. As Bob, that sounds like something is going on. People watching. Wings, absolute top quality driving, says PRT Podium Racing Team, and you're a quality bloke yourself. Hello, Mark, going off the track a little bit there, bringing it back together. What is this Tasmanian doing? Can't. Kilroy and Disco Stew. Let's have a look at them. My goodness, look how close they are as Ajax has gone early. He says Sidorg for a podium, and Sidorg looking very nice indeed. 1.7 off of Wilco at the moment. Your man Ajax Spray and Wipe doing very well indeed. Gets rid of any stains, that Ajax. Need to try it in the kitchen. And Kilroy, Disco Stew, and who else is down there? Saintstem, I think, is it 17th, 16th, 15th and 14th. And Mayo is going to have some sweaty wrists at the moment because he is under all sorts of pressure, Bob, behind. Jake 97, let's go, Clocade. Let's go. Let's go, Clo. Oh, hello, Kilroy down the inside. Enough of that, and somebody's off at the back. Look like Vintage Racer in the fence somewhere, but down the inside, Kilroy. He's opted out of it. How's he? Is he going to commit to it? Yes, he is. He sends. Oh. Yep, down the inside. And I think it was Vintage Racer who went off down the back there at the chicane. Now he's in the pit lane. And that was all very nice from Mayo. It's cost him big time, Bob. Mayo may off because he's really lost out now, and he's down the back of that little tussle, isn't he, in the midfield? There we go, down at the Tosa. No, not the Tosa hairpin, I think. Anyway, so let's have a look. Is there a pit stop in this one, Ajax? Yes, one mandatory stop for fuel. Thank you, Chuck Norris. Now, Sideorg, Ajax spray and white, bringing this to our attention, Bob. Sideorg is, did he go off? He's in the pits and now he's back out again. An early, very early pit stop. Here we go, let's head back to the sharp end. Hammer time, Sideorg, says Ajax. 7 laps completed here. It is Gavea. The German rifle there, 3.2. Bit of a cushion. Not not a large enough cushion to ease off. Now it's 2.4 in fact, and then it's Clocade. And Auschwitz in third. Yep, he's going to play the long game, I reckon. He's just lurking ever so quietly there, or here in 4th place, like some kind of predator in the bushes down there at Carrum Down. So we'll leave it there. But he's in 4th, and he's looking in good shape, though, isn't he, Bob? And that commentator's curse is not going to work there, I'm afraid. But he's just sitting back and biding his time, isn't he? Very clever. There we go, 4th, not a bad option at all. Tyre wear, not too bad around here as it's a lower ambient temperature than normal. Chicane, you got to watch those curbs around here too, don't you, Bob? Those big sausages that Voodoo wants to try out. They can be damaging, can't they, to the bottom of the car? There we go, 30 minutes left in this one. Mark having a look at Car Dude, and that's all he's going to do here, I'm afraid. And we got these lights coming on now, Bob, because it is getting darker here. I'm not sure what the local time is. And where's this tap, please, Bob? Oh, hello. We got some action up the front. What happened there, Bob? And there we have it, Auschwitz now down to 4th. Wilco, our championship leader, in 3rd. Calm down, Voodoo. Sausage party vibes coming from Voodoo tonight. Very racy indeed. You can tell he hasn't got spiders to kill as he wants the position back. And those 3 drivers on your screen. Oh, he's in the fence. He's in the fence. He's kept it out of the fence, has he, Bob? Now he's chucked it into reverse, but this is still going to cost him dearly here. Well down the field, 8th or 9th, I think. You certainly do, and he's been sent to the cooler. And one of the two German drivers, they were inside the top 3, but what about this man, Gavea, the German rifle, fully cocked and loaded, might even be locked and loaded. He's 6.1 seconds now ahead of Clocade in second. Too early to go with the fat lady, Bob, but still looking very nice with 28 minutes and a bit left. Oh, Wilco at the Tosa hairpin. And Clocade, I thought he was down the inside there looking for a move, but now he's right up behind him as we climb the hill. And down the inside, oh, this is where he got the move done on Manafort, I think it was, and he's going to do it again. Is he left touched? Sending Clocade wide, but Wilco's kept his foot in it. Can Clocade have another go back at him here, Bob, to repay the favour? You can see there, Ajax, Wilco making... Oh, and now Wilco just going slightly off the track. No sign of a readdressing. All he's done is give Clocade a dressing down here at the moment. Ajax spray and wipe. That's it, fellas. That's it. Keep scrapping. Little do they know that Sidorg is getting ever closer, ever closer. And Voodoo, Chuck Norris, Wilco making more moves than he would at the club in Carrum Downs on a Saturday night or over there in South Australia. Don't forget that if you are watching and you don't follow this channel, please do so, because we've still got halfway to go in this race, halfway to go in the championship. Wilco and Clocade, Bob, this is showing no signs of letting up. And that's keeping Figo 2428 in the picture at the moment. We've been corrected. Apologies for calling him Figo. And could have told us a little bit earlier in the piece. But a man whose livery game has always been strong, hasn't it, Bob? With that fairly loud livery that he likes to run. But it's very nice indeed. And Ajax has checked in saying, when are we going to see the field pit? Do you think, Bob, when are we going to see these guys coming in 26 minutes ago? And let's have a look as those boys are coming into the pit lane. We've got some other battles going on further down the field. Kilroy is right amongst the action, not too far behind Mayo there, and Dask as well with Sideways for company. And Sidorg, this is going to be interesting, I reckon. Your man, Ajax Spray and Wipe, where he will come out, or where the rest of them will come out after they make their pit stops. But he's in some fresh air, isn't he, at the moment, Bob? And he can really dictate the pace. He can go as quick as he wants. The rest of the boys, I wouldn't say they're getting held up, but you always lose time, don't you, the more and more you're squabbling and battling. And you can see the battle continues. He could come into it, like you said, Bob, later in the race. There is Dask right up Kilroy's Ginger at the moment. Then it's Polka, 14th, not too far behind him. Sidorg, the man we mentioned a moment ago, doing his own thing at the moment. Gavea, the German rifle, checking out at the front. And he's on a Sunday drive at the moment. Just controlling the pace nicely. Conditions a little cool. They will get cooler, Bob, of course, as the sun goes down. Hello. This answers Ajax's question. Gavea, the German rifle, 7.5 second lead into the pit lane, Bob. Yeah, box and stop. Bocade in. Wilco stays out, Bob. There we go. Might even be Figo in the pits as well, Bob. Naughty, naughty. Another $1 for the end of season trip to Perth. As you could come to Melbourne, and we could get into all sorts of trouble. But Figo into the pits. Wilco continues on, passing some lap traffic. I think that's Mark. He's coming up too. Yep. Yep, politely, but not so politely at the same time. Dust boxen, says Ajax. And our German friend into the pits. And out of the pits, Clocade coming out now. Figo roaring into life out of the pit lane with a rather strange looking... Yep. Well, there goes Clocade. I'll watch the track. You watch the pit lane. And he's gone out ahead of Figo. Halfway through the race as well, Bob. Little bit of an anti-climax there with Sidorg. Clocade is up the road, isn't he? And Gavea as well. Although he was a few more seconds in front, wasn't he? But, well, not really working out that early pit stop. Let's have a look at Mayo. He's about to batter up St. Sim and send him on his way. Fully send it. And he's getting very close. This is the closest battle on the track. No, I beg your pardon, Bob. Wash my mouth out with soap. Because, oh, Kilroy. And once again, that's that chicane there, Bob. We know these cars are a bit tricky at the rear end, but that chicane has caught a couple of people out here this evening. He certainly did come into the pits, unless that's an error on our screen. Certainly. We're going to have to head to the rule book here, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us as we head to the rule book. Where the hell am I here? No fuel in the pits, says Ajax Spray and Wipe. Not too sure what's going on here, Bob. Got that many damn screens all over the shop. And he's back into the pits. One mandatory pit stop for fuel. Thank you, Chuck Norris. Voice of reason, saving my bacon once again, because this is interesting. He's back into the pits, and this is terrible for Figo. Copy and the paster from Discord, says Chuck Norris. Hello, Craigo, and Craigo down in 10th. Cart Dude in 9th. Wilco, our race leader, Bob, comes in. He's got a bit of a cushion here. As he comes up, goes past, says hello to Bob Hoskins in the pits there. Nice livery there, Bob. Shame we couldn't see that out on track. Is that some rain, Bob, or is it just getting darker? Not sure. Okay, so that's your first warning. And Figo goes out of the pits. Wilco comes into the pits. Viper, this is the GT7 man, is it not, Bob, who's currently effectively our race leader, I believe, once these timing screens update. Saint Sim as well, yet to make a stop. And Disco Stew. Ride round, baby, ride round, like a record, baby. Round, round. And there he goes, he's back on his merry way. Sorry, I didn't mean to take the floor away from you there, Bob. Don't do that a fair bit. And never mind about that. But Disco Stew down in 17th. And Bob, where are you looking, Bob? Bob! Side-org. Oh, Jesus. Side-org, there we go on Wilco, and he's gone off. Spin, spin, spin! And Side-org off the track. And I could tell by that reaction that something was happening. No! Says Ajax Spray and Wipe. He wants to know what's the gap for Wilco. And I've got to say it's a lot more now because, well, they have a bit of a moment there. Let's see if we can... no, that's all right. We'll get to Bob's stream next week. Oh, God! And Ajax couldn't have been timed any better using your kit coins to good effect because Side-org now, well, I wouldn't say that's all the hard work that's been undone, Bob, but, well, it's very close, isn't it? Because now he's got a lot of work to do here. Who not going into one? Well, I've got to say, are there going to be a couple of drivers not that happy with Wilco, Bob? Do we think? There we have it. Lewis A151 says, "Come on, Simon. Welcome to the channel." And don't forget, Lewis, get in there, Lewis. Yes, hello to you, my friend. Please, if you are new, follow this channel. Give us a follow. And you might even get your name up in lights. Click on follow. Why is this his first chat? I don't know. First time chatter. Just get to see that. I get to see that chat box and it gets me excited, Lewis. Hammer time for you, my friend. Don't forget to follow the channel if you haven't already. Wilco in 5th now. Side-org in 6th. Can't Dude is up to 7th. Auschwitz, the fastest man on the track, is in 8th. Sideways comes into the pits along with Dask as well. Into the pits and out again. And let's just recap here. We've got Viper in front, but he's coming into the pits. No, I thought he was going to flirt with that pit lane there. And Mark Ledwich. Mark is around. You spin me round, round, Mark. And he's still on the grass. He's still on the grass. He's getting out of the way, I think, for Polka. And Lewis, get in there, Lewis. Already followed. He says, couldn't miss the best commentary. Team radio. For what? It's fucking late now. Thank you, Chemist. Thank you for that, Lewis. Buff out Markle. Clocade. Undercut work on Jason. Andrelli's joined the chat. And how good is that intro? Thanks to our man Andrelli. The graphics, the thumbnails as well. And fantastic work here. Big friend of the channel. And one of the KRL family, PRT Podium. Hey, Andrelli, and we're just welcoming the great man to the chat. Ajax Spray and Wipe, thank you for your comments as well. Bounty me man. And, oh, hello, Viper. Getting a little bit twitchy with it. Na-na-na-na-na-na. And he's coming up to some traffic, I think, at the moment. So now would be the ideal time, Bob, I reckon, for him to come into the pits. Because it wouldn't be ideal, would it, for him to come across this traffic he's coming up to. He doesn't want to lose too much time here with these boys. And Knox Parker checking in as well. She be getting a bit dark. And oh, someone's stolen me gold. And thank you. And he's staying out, and the blue flags are waving. And like Kimmy said, where are the blue flags or what? And straight through on Kilroy, heading down into the Tamburello, which used to be a fantastic corner, didn't it, Bob? Many moons ago, but we know why that got changed. But it is getting very dark. It's like under the bed dark, Bob. Lap 17 of this race, 14 minutes to go. And it's getting very dark indeed. Those boys have got their lights on. So Saint Sim and Viper still going strong out front, Bob. Lap 17 yet to pit. Go for it. Love it when you say that, Bob. You need that accent to say splash and dash. I can't say it quite as good, but there we go. Viper still leading, Saint Sim in second. Bob Love's joining, coming alongside me here in the commentary box each and every Thursday night. And Gavea is still well and truly in control. That gap's still the same, Bob. 7.4 seconds, so nothing really changing. Certainly has. PRT Podium Racing Team, thank you for joining us. Says loving Viper finally in the pits. There you go, coming in now. PRT says loving some of these liveries. They do look fantastic, Bob. We're a big fan of these liveries. Saint Sim, I believe, will take the lead. As it's getting dark out here, so turn on all your lights with a little bit of And that's the first song I'm going with tonight, and it's not a great one. As Ajax, solid salvage from Sidehawk. If he can get fourth, Bobby says he's doing pretty well. That's why there was a comment on there, Bob, saying that nothing was coming through. I saw that. And there we go. Head over to Bobby's channel, Bullseye Bobby Racing 05 or something, is it? Yeah, check it out. And Bob, we need to get you to 100 YouTube subscribers too. That was really bugging me seeing that 97 there next to your name. But Saint Sim, lap 18, those tyres have probably past their use-by date, I would say. 2.2 ahead of Gavea. And he's going to have a German rifle up behind him very, very shortly, Bob. As you can see here, lap 18 of this race. Clocade still in third. Wilco in fourth there. 5.7 off the top three. Sidehawk.
Yeah, it's net third. So it's looking like he's getting his podium position that he's managed every round this season thus far.
Mr. Consistency. The man from Carrum Downs in Victoria. Going to be catching up with him in a couple of weeks for the AGP weekend. That's going to be a big weekend of motorsport. If you're out there watching and you'd like to catch up with me, and I won't be signing any autographs because I'm not that famous, but Sidehawk in fifth. He is going to be famous if he can get onto the podium. Even fourth place would be a huge, huge achievement for him. And Cameron from New Zealand says, hello, I will be at the AGP and can't wait to see you, Trev. Well, won't that be fantastic? I'll be there Thursday, Friday, possibly Saturday if someone gives me a grandstand ticket. And PRT Podium says, I'll be at the F1 all 4 days. So, yep, I'd love to catch up with you all, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there and want to talk to me, don't look too scary in real life, Bob, but well, that's what we'll tell them anyway.
Just wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Yeah, you got me thinking of the Joker or something. That could be a little bit strange. Trev, you can have me for 4 days, says Voodoo. Voodoo, stop leaving comments like that, because you know Did I just blurt them out? And something's going on here.
Yeah,
Is Auschwizard having a crack at someone?
Auschwizard was applying pressure on Cart Dude. Cart Dude was trying to disturb any tow that he might have been having coming down the main straight. And yeah, he's obviously been a bit rattled, and Auschwizard up to 6th. And it looks like I've lost Trev. Trev, are you there? Don't know what's happened there.
Yeah.
So, might as well give... Well, Trev's muted or whatever's occurred. Let's have a run down. So, current race leader after 20 laps, Gavea out front. Saint Sim, that's still left to pit, is in 2nd. Cloquet in 3rd. Wilco holding 4th, which is actually a net 3rd, which will keep him in his podium position that he's had all season. Sidorg and... No, he's just got through some lap traffic. Sidorg up in 5th. Auschwizard, as we just saw, has made his move up into 6th. Cart Dude 7th. Craigio in 8th. Vibesy in 9th. Viper Z in 10th. Good showing. First race on the ACC. Vintage Racer 11th, Dask in 12th, Sideways Polka in 13th, Kilroy 14th, Mayo down in 15th, Figo, uncharacteristic of him, down in 16th with a pit mistake, and Disco Stew 17th. Mark Ledwidge, unfortunately, brings up the rear of the pack in 18th.
Can you guys hear me?
I've got you now.
Yeah, good to know, bro.
Everything just went black. Like, it just, everything gone. Like, I think the power might have gone off or something.
Oh no.
Can I?
Yeah, you still commentate. I mean, we've got my stream up at the moment. I don't know if you're going to be able to recover yours quick enough, or...
No, Trev's is completely down. I'm sending people to your stream box.
So Viper Z is in 10th. He's 1.9 seconds back from Vibesy, 1.5 now. So he is making ground. I've got a feeling that we are going to see an overtake in the remaining 6.5 minutes that we've got.
Yeah, I think I've got a power. Something's going on here. Sorry, guys.
No worries, no worries. At least you're back in on the audio. So I was just saying that Viper Z is trying to improve P10. He's charging down on Vibesy. Craigio's having another good race. He's sat in 8th at the moment. Not as high as he has been, but still a decent result. So what have we got happening? There's no real close battles on the track either. Actually, there is. Figo is trying. He's got the move done on Mayo before we got back to him. So Figo up to 15th, and Kilroy is not far ahead actually. So he could make a couple of positions back from that early pit mistake. But yeah, Cloquet's 13 seconds back from Gavea. Wilco at 5 seconds further back. Sidorg, obviously, they had a bit of contact after he had stolen the position from Wilco. A bit of contact, and that has hurt his race. Gavea just pops in the fastest lap with 5 minutes to go. So it should be 3 laps. So we've got Figo is actually right on the back of Kilroy now. So he is. He's gonna make a couple of positions back, improve the points that he could have potentially dropped. Whoa! Round goes Kilroy. I don't believe there was contact there, because Figo would normally redress anything of that nature. So I think he's just lit it up. Maybe on tired tyres. So Figo now up to 14th. Sideways Polka, actually 6 seconds up the road. So about 3 laps left. I wonder if he might be able to get onto the back of him. Depends what that pace difference is. We'll jump further up. We'll see how Wilco's faring, because he is closing that gap to Clocaid a little bit. Nice and smooth. Obviously this will keep his consistent podiums still intact. And that's what you need to take these championships, is just that consistency. It's not always about winning every race. Just churning the results out. Auschwitz actually closing on Sidorg. As we mentioned earlier, Sidorg actually picked up a little bit of damage, scrapping with Wilco, and I thought Auschwitz was going to take a spin into the wall then as he skirts along the grass. We'll jump further back again. Viper Z, who had improved up to P9, could be on for a pretty handy finish here. As he closes in on Vibesy. Vintage Racer not far behind either. So we'll keep an eye on that gap between Auschwitz and Sidorg. We'll see if that... Whoa! Vintage Racer around. He's managed to recover it pretty well. But yeah, I think we're going to have a move very shortly on Vibesy. And that gap is still coming down between Wilco and Clocaid as well. I just don't think he's got enough time to get that sealed. So I'm sure that Viper Z will just play it nice and cool. Just wait until they're on the main straight. Just use that draft and get the job done on Vibesy. Oh, and I really quickly need to jump further up to Auschwitz, because it looks like he's about to steal 4th from Sidorg. In fact, let's jump up there. Right. So yeah, he's right on him now. Does Viper... He does. He's... No. I thought he had it done. He's making a nuisance of himself. He's letting him know he's there, that's for sure. So that battle will wait till the next lap. Oh! I think that's where Auschwitz had a bit of an issue earlier on, actually. He's just lit it up again out of the chicane. And that has given Sidorg a bit of respite. He's only got to hang on for one more lap. Of course, we don't know what damage he is nursing, because he did have that coming together with Wilco a little earlier. So where are we? Oh! So Viper's Head really pushing hard, and he lights the rears up as well, and that might just give Vibesy all he needs just to cling on to this. Some great scraps in this race. So we will jump forward as all of those gaps sort of settle down. We will jump forward to our race leader. We'll watch him across the line. He heads to the penultimate corner for the last time, and just in time as he catches the back markers. Politely gets out of the way. There we go, another great drive by Gavea. Another win after a couple of subpar performances. Cloquet a little further back in second. I don't think he's going to be upset with that. Wilco did close the gap up to under 3 seconds. He takes third, keeps his continuous podiums going. Sidorg nursed it over, a bit of damage, so he finishes in fourth. Auschwizard not far behind him in fifth. Cart Dude in sixth. That's a fair result there. Craigio again, another decent result for the AM driver. Top AM again. He finishes ahead of... Oh, Vibesy just goes wide. That's just let Viper's Head up into 8th. So be Viper's Head takes the spoils. He takes 8th. I didn't think that was going to be done. Vibesy very unlucky into that final 2 corners. Takes 9th. Vintage Racer takes 10th. Dask just coming up to the line now. Dask will take 11th. Saint Sim not far behind him in 12th. Figo manages, after pitting twice, the first one not counting of course, Figo finishes in unlucky 13th. Sideways Polka 14th, Mayo 15th, Kilroy 16th, Disco Stew 17th, and Mark Ledwidge at the tail of the field, unfortunately, in 18th. So I'll just chuck the current table across at the moment. That is how it was going into this round. I don't know if Trev's still... Yeah, Trev's in here, so we'll hand it over to Trev for the interviews as soon as the boys can get in. So Trev, it will be Wilco, Cloquet and Gavea for the pros. Craigio came home in 7th, Vibesy in 9th, and Saint Sim in 12th. So Craigio, Vibesy, and Saint Sim in the AMs.
Yep. Oh boy, that's unfortunate.
So was it a power hit? Was it?
Yeah, no, just gone. Absolutely gone.
What, the whole lot? The house?
Just... Yeah.
What? Is it like Wizard of Oz?
Oh. Oh dear, that's strange. It was all screens and information that it was going. But we got these boys coming in anyway. That's the important thing. We've got the podium. We'll keep pushing on. Geez, we've had a night of we've had some challenges tonight. But
Oh god, Bob on mute on his stream and flipping Trev's house disappears. He's just sat in the street on his phone.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if anyone could give me a lift down to the Telstra shop, that would be fantastic. But it's closed now anyway. Enough about that. Have we got our boys into the post-race driver interviews? I think have we got the German rifle in.
We've got the Dirty Wizard in. We've got Clocade, Craigio, and Wilco. So yeah, we haven't got the full complement just yet.
No, that's all right. We'll wait for. Are we coming through your YouTube still, Bob?
Yeah. So
Nope.
Saint Sim has just jumped in.
G'day, lads. Can you hear me?
Yeah, got you loud and clear.
Nice.
I might get you to run this, Bob, because I've got nothing in front of me. So
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
Saint Sim was our third positioned AM driver. So, take us through your race, Saint. How did you find that? That looked a bit tricky with the conditions cooling and darkening throughout the race.
Yeah, mate. Well, I was just some practicing during the week, got down to the 46s, but I didn't end up getting anything better than like a 47 in quali. So I started back in 16th, and I actually really enjoy this track. And in the GT3, I've done like a 90-minute race on no tyres. So I somewhat committed to a no tyre stop on this one, and it paid off.
No,
So it was pretty.
That's paid dividends for you. That's a decent result, to be honest. You've beat a couple of pro drivers there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it overall. It's probably my best AM position, and almost mid-pack. I'm pretty happy with that overall.
No, well
held
done.
on pretty well, and kept my fuel in check and tyres in check, and really good racing overall with everyone too. Nice and clean.
Nice. Well done on that. So that's your first podium in the AM division. So we'll move up to, is Vibesy in here? Vibesy is.
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
Took the silver medal there in the AM drivers. How was your race, buddy?
It wasn't too bad. I just plugged away each lap, and got past Viper on his pit stop, and then he put some pressure on me in the last few laps there, and got me on the second last corner. But good luck to him, and it was a good race. Just tried to stay consistent as usual, and just plug away at me lap times, trying to keep at him, and it was a good race. Congrats to all the other boys.
Yeah, no, that was a brilliant battle you had there. It was just a shame it was it went down to the penultimate corner, and I tried to cover, and then I tried to brake just a tad later, and it's a bit too much, too late, and downhill braking into that one. It catches a lot of people out, it really does.
Yeah, I hit my brake marker and let him try and make a mistake, but no, he raced well.
That was
at the end of the race there. That was good.
Still a very good effort, mate. Very good result for you.
Cheers, mate.
Hopefully that should see you. Yeah, that should see you move up the table.
That'd be nice.
we'll wait and see that when Wilco works his magic.
Yeah, no worries. That'd be good.
We'll see how many.
Andrelli, not me. Andrelli, not me.
Oh, Andrelli. Yeah, we'll see how Andrelli does his magic, and we should see you climb up a couple of positions.
Cheers. No worries. Thanks, fellas.
And again, showing consistent results in the AM category, doing really well. Craigio, how was your race, buddy?
Yeah, that was a lonely old race for me, actually. I did pretty well. Like I I only made one or two mistakes, but Michael put a couple of seconds on me at the start, and I could not catch him until he made a mistake. And then after that, there was no one around me. I was just running my own race. The guys up the front were way too quick for me.
Well, you just race in your own category. And at the end of the day, you've shown that you're where you are. You're sat 6th in the table at the moment, overall. So, yeah, tonight's result is, that's a really good result, and be proud of yourself, buddy.
Yes, thank you very much.
Really good race. It was unfortunately, it was a bit lonely for you. There were battles out on track, but you kept your nose clean, and a very good result again. Right, so who have we got next? We'll go to Wilco. So you keep this streak of podiums going, my friend.
Yeah, it wasn't looking that way early on. I was having a nice old battle with Cloquet. Well, before that it was Osh Wizard, but yeah, no, that was a hot race. Gee whiz. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but poor Simon come out. We come flying down my inside. I had a slow pit stop because Fargo was the grid spot behind me. So I missed my pit box, like just sit off centre. So it dropped me up and then picked me up and dropped me down and then picked me back up again. So I lost a couple of seconds there. And then, yeah, Simon had the overspeed going into turn 1 and got past me, but then...
Yeah, he just went a bit deep.
Just ran a bit deep, and then, yeah...
Yeah,
there was nothing wrong with that. It was just a racing incident, just unfortunate, really. But
yeah, he just tried to like widen that entrance into the second part of it, and bit of a coming together.
I saw him coming, so I tried to slot him behind, but yeah, that's just a racing incident. And then only had about 4 seconds of damage from that. So once Cloquet got out a bit ahead, I thought, oh, this could be raced over here. So I sort of cruised, and then I thought I might as well start pushing and close up a bit. But he had it covered, Cloquet, and don't know where you were, Wizard. You were miles ahead. So I think you finished race before we finished lap 3. So good job by you, mate, and well done to the AM guys too. Another podium, Vibesy. First podium, Sim, and Craig, another win. So good job. Well done, guys.
Nice one. So, Cloquet, yet another podium for yourself. That's your 3rd of the season.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
take us through your drive.
Things are going good. Yeah, it was good, mate. Just once again, just trying to keep it clean. Congrats to Javar. He was, way too quick again. So, sort of just tried to focus on keeping the guys behind me. But I was actually surprised. I had such a gap from Wilco after I went the undercut, but like you just said, a little error in the pits. So without that, I think he would have got me because I was struggling on the tyres. I think temperature must have dropped because I was struggling there at the end.
Yeah, no, it was like dipping off quite sharply, and obviously going into that dark transition as well. It does get tricky. But no,
it's pretty tricky there at the end. That's
great. You had some decent battles at the start as well. Obviously, you had Wilco pressuring you right from the start. You had Sidorg in there with you as well. And that was great battling and well-deserved result. Another podium. That's 3 out of 5. Good going.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, boys.
No worries. Right, so we'll go to Gavea, our winner yet again. In actual fact, let's have a look. That's, your not second. Yeah, it is. Your second win of the season. Obviously, you missed the first round, but it hasn't hurt your progress through the table. Take us through your race, mate.
First double winner, too. First one to win 2 races.
He is too. Yeah, he is too. Yes.
Yeah, everything just seemed to work out for this race. Coming into free practice, I saw the other boys' times. I was a little bit worried, and then, I don't know, things just started to come together by the time quali and the race happened, and then figuring out how much curbs I could actually take, and, just trying to keep it clean throughout. A few scary moments, but, pretty clean race overall.
No, really well done. I think they managed to keep the the gap quite close to you for the first few laps, and then obviously their own battles started ensuing, and it went from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. No, awesome racing. Awesome racing, and that's what you want. You want them all fighting behind you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Really well done. Yeah, as Wilco's quite rightly pointed out, our first double winner of the season.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well done. So we are just about done for the night. I'll give you to Kid Byers, and maybe he can give you a bit of a sign-off.
Thank you, Bullseye. It's been a bit of a challenging night, ladies and gentlemen. Everything was going so nicely, Bob, and then it all went black. It was like something out of the X-Files. But no, thank you to our top three from both classes here tonight. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got my phone and I'm sitting out in the street. That's all I've got left, Bob, and that's all we've got time for here tonight. Don't forget, next week, March the 23rd, we'll be coming to you from Silverstone on an old abandoned airfield in the UK. Also my birthday, Bob, and that gives you a bit of time to send the present over. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got time for. Hope you enjoyed what stream there was. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Have a good night, everyone.